The next thing is smoke detectors and smoke alarms. All of your homes should have at least one smoke detector in it. Depending on the size of the home, it will have multiple smoke detectors in it. It's the responsibility of the tenant to change those batteries at least twice a year. The best time to do that is when we change our clocks forward or back for daylight savings time. To change the batteries, there's a very easy way to do that. There's two different kinds of smoke detectors. There's one that has a battery on the side, which I believe there's a picture in your book for that. And then there's this model, which is probably the most common. You basically just hit this button here. It releases the battery cartridge. Pull the battery out and swap it. The general rule of thumb is to use a Duracell type battery. These detectors require specific standards for their batteries, and Duracell meets all those standards, so we try to recommend that you always use a Duracell battery. Once you put the battery back into the smoke detector, you're going to close it, and it usually will beep once you do that. If it continues to beep once you've put a new battery in, the center button is a reset. You're just going to push that in for usually 2 to 5 seconds. When you hold that battery in, you'll hear a chirp, and it resets the alarm to where that noise will go away. Anytime you hear an alarm after that or a chirp, obviously you want to check your home to make sure there's no smoke around. But it could be an older battery that needs to be replaced before the time that's required. Could be a number of one of those things. So make sure that you check that. And also, again, make sure that you remember the reset. The reset is very important. A lot of people will put batteries back in their smoke detectors, and it will continue to beep, and they can't figure out why that's doing that, and that's the reset there. Like I mentioned, there's two different types of containers that have different battery compartments. Very easy to swap those out.